In this video, we're going to cover some tips on what we've found to be helpful items to bring along in the RV while you're traveling. We've been in ours full time for almost 9 months now, and here's a few things here that we found that are helpful for us anyway. We really like them. One of those things being a seal mueler. The seal mueler is absolutely essential, I think, for getting when you buy meats. Chicken, hamburger, pork, and you can do a seal meal on it and throw it right into the freezer, and it's great because then it keeps really well in the freezer. We've got lots of stuff up here that's been seal mealed. Even summer sausages we seal meal and throw them in. And something else that Gina really likes is her strainer. This is a heavy plastic strainer, and it cleans up really easy. Yeah, she's found it to just be really cool. Takes up a little bit of space, but what we found is a command hook right here on the wall. It hangs there real nice, right under the Level Mate Pro and right next to the slide, and it just hangs there. Even when we're traveling, it doesn't jump off the wall. The next thing we're going to talk about, actually Gina's going to bring this one up here. This is one of her favorite things here when cooking.
I hate to wash pans after you've made lasagna. Aluminum foil pans. However, you need to have the cookie sheet that fits in the oven to put it on so it's not too heavy to move around.
That way the aluminum pan won't collapse when you're trying to take it out or put it into the oven. We like taking along a portable ice maker when we travel. We got this Frigidaire. Nice and quiet. Makes little ice cubes. And then they go into a Ziploc baggie when they're done and into the freezer. That's how we store them in the freezer. And you fill this up and we'll get about, I don't know, we'll fill these things stuffed full. 5 or 6 bags of ice cubes in the freezer. The other thing we found really helpful is a little storage, what do you call a little storage bin, like for a car? But we use it here for the RV. It is a 3-compartment, and it folds flat, so it makes for nice, easy storage. But when it opens up, look at this thing. Look at how much room is in there. And it's got floors that fold down to make a nice solid floor on the bottom on all 3 compartments. And that way, on moving days, when you're moving, you can put things like your dog food, your doggy dishes, your coffee maker, if you have a nice knife set and a block, you can put that in one of the compartments, and then that way when you're moving, it doesn't slide around. And this fits right here between the island and the sink, and our slides come right in to each side, so it just sits right there in between the slides. It's great. The other nice thing about that little storage is that, if you stop somewhere real quick, and like in a rest area, you can't put your slides out or whatever, you can have your coffee maker in there, and you can just take it out and set it up on your island, plug it into the island, and make coffee without having to put your slides out. The dogs like to tear up their toys, and my wife has to sew them together, put the stuffing back in them, and so here she is. She's doing that right now. The surgical ward is open for the toys.